I paid Tyson Zahner $7,500 for professional services that he told me would be customized. But what happened after I paid the money changed everything. This digital armor video reflects my personal experience, supported by documentation, and is shared to educate and protect others, especially senior citizens like myself. Listen to this direct quote as it was presented to me.
You don't customize necessarily the offer or the package. Sometimes you might a little bit, but you customize the pitch for each person to where it's really customized for what they need, and you're going to be able to command way higher prices. And even if you're not customizing it, you're going to make it feel like you're customizing it, because people will pay far more money for something that feels like a customized offering to their specific situation.
I'm Sandra Brazelton. For over 30 years, I built my life on integrity, hard work, customer service, and informed decisions. I'm a CEO, business consultant, real estate broker, instructor, senior citizen, and a retired engineer. I've supported our warfighters, domestically and internationally. I have a master's degree and have built businesses, and I'm a proud graduate of Leadership Huntsville. I'm also a servant leader and #1 best-selling author who lives by the golden rule. I truly believed that I was a sophisticated consumer. But what I learned through this experience is that even experienced, educated consumers are vulnerable online. Sadly, seniors are often at even greater risk because we tend to operate from trust, experience, and good faith. And that reality was humbling. That's why, as a servant leader, I created Digital Armor. It is a consumer education and awareness platform to take what I've learned, what I've documented, and turn into something that protects and empowers others. Lesson 1, research before you pay. I did my research. My expectations were clear because my time is valuable. What stood out to me was the promise of customization. That's what made the difference. Within the first 5 minutes of the Zoom call with Tyson Zahner, I was told everything would be customized and that all promised materials would be available once I onboarded. That gave me confidence and trust. So I agreed to the non-refundable policy. But after I paid and onboarded the same day, everything changed. No updates. No follow-up, no deliverables. 3 days later, I proactively reached out for an update. My heart sank when I was told my information was a lot to unpack and that no work had started. That was the moment everything shifted for me and I realized something was wrong. Lesson 2, use Digital Armor to protect yourself. When communication breaks down early, that's a signal. In my experience, when things start off wrong, they rarely self-correct. Lesson 3, documentation beats conversation. Preparation is protection. If it's not documented, it doesn't exist. Before you pay, document everything. In my experience, access to presentation materials was removed. So I recommend consumers protect themselves independently with notes, screenshots, recordings, and timestamps. Because once money is paid, recovery is not guaranteed. Lesson 4, understand your legal rights. Now, I'm not an attorney, so please perform your own due diligence, but legal principles generally recognize that non-refundable policies may not apply when no delivery occurs before a written cancellation request. Courts have often distinguished delivery from preparation or intent. So I acted quickly. I submitted a written timestamp cancellation and refund request in writing to the vendor and the credit card company on Saturday morning before anything was delivered to me. But despite that, I did not receive a resolution. And I felt it. Shock, disappointment, pain, and silence. These experiences can carry a deeper emotional effect that impacts confidence, trust, and overall well-being. And many seniors don't speak up, so the problem stays hidden. Lesson 5, turn complaints into growth. All I expected was to be treated the way I would treat others. Customer service challenges are part of all service-based businesses. But how you choose to respond can have lasting consequences, positively or negatively. Listen to Warren Buffett's newspaper test. I like this. Make decisions as if they will be published on the front page for everyone you respect to see. If you be proud of it, do it. If not, don't. I believe the best way to pass the newspaper test is to treat paying and trusting consumers respectfully and honestly at all times. Goodwill, integrity, trust, long-term vision, and rapport are core leadership characteristics that lead to strong brands, referrals, repeat business, peace of mind, and sustained success. Based on this standard, my recommendation is to always take the high road, accept responsibility, take accountability, apologize, provide a full refund, make the customer whole, and most importantly, learn from the experience. My philosophy is all experiences are learning experiences. Customer experiences provide invaluable feedback that strengthen organizations and build character. As a CEO in a service business, my recommendation is to put myself in the customer's shoes and evaluate the end-to-end experience from the customer's perspective. I would audit my internal business processes, technology, and communication protocols to determine whether breakdown occurred so I can improve the customer service experience moving forward. Lesson 6. Character, trust, and integrity drive success. In my experience, when you prepay and agree to a non-refundable policy, the risk is transferred to you and trust becomes the currency. And when trust is broken, the impact is not just financial, it's emotional and personal. For many seniors, losses like this can lead to stress, anxiety, and even withdrawal from opportunities to learn and grow. Lesson 7, credit card lessons learned. This part surprised me. Based on my experience, credit card decisions are not rulings on contract performance. They may rely on timelines and limits to documentation. In my case, a 4-day timeline was presented, but I did not receive deliverables until after I submitted my written cancellation request. Yet the denial decision relied on those timelines and the non-refundable terms. I've learned a lot from my online experiences that I document in this free blueprint. Unfortunately, I have not received the refund of my full investment. Not only did this hurt my small business, but the emotional damage I personally experienced is very painful. Peer-reviewed and institutional research confirms that consequences go far beyond money. Documented effects of online losses experienced by seniors include decline in mental health and well-being, increased depression, anxiety and shame, social withdrawal and isolation, loss of trust in others, including family and institutions. The Pew Research Group also cited higher trust levels from seniors as a contributing factor to online losses. Also, according to the FBI's Internet Crime Complaint Center, adults aged 60 and over suffer the highest total financial losses and among the highest average losses per victim, amounting to billions of dollars annually. I understand how this feels because I have personally experienced all of these emotions. My goal as I continue to heal is to share and empower others. Please learn from my experience and let my lessons be your blessings. If this happens to you, don't stay silent. Silence does not protect people. Truth does. What you don't know can hurt you. This is not just about what happened to me. This is about how easily trust, timelines, and documentation can be misaligned in ways consumers don't fully understand until it's too late. There must be more consumer protection and accountability so all consumers, especially seniors who want to learn and grow, can enjoy the blessings and freedom of being online lifetime learners. You are empowered. Please share your story and type "My Voice Matters." Type that in the comment section right now to help spread awareness. There is power in unity and I need your support. If this has helped you, please join our movement, share this with someone you care about, and subscribe for more digital armor.